Salutations, everyone. This is the butterfly. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Well, I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but child, I did not feel like it, okay? I was started making my little dream juice, because I'm on this little juice journey where I'm gonna be making juices and just seeing how my body responds to it. My body really likes this juice. But it takes a while to make because I got like this teeny tiny blender. So I gotta chop shit up one at a time, okay? And this got green apple, pineapple, ginger, cucumber, uh I think I put some cabbage. I boiled some cabbage, put in there. Oh, and lime. All right. So it's very refreshing and it kind of makes me belch. So like to give me if any belching come out. Okay, before I get into today's topic, please like, share, and subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you know when I'm on. In addition to that, I'd like to say welcome, welcome, welcome to my new subscribers. Okay, welcome back to my reoccurring subscribers, and shout out to the people in the different countries. Please let me know where you watch it from, because it's really interesting for me to see, where people are watching me from. All right. So, oh, and also go to my website at www.hempbutterfly.com for all your hemp needs, your CBD needs. Okay. And also, if you have any kind of ailment that you don't feel like the CBD will cover, just hit me up in my email or leave a message on my website. You can actually leave me messages. I can get feedback about my products, how they've helped you or whatever the case may be, any suggestions. You can leave it there at www.hempbutterfly.com. And I thank all of my customers for your support. Okay, it really means a lot to me and it helps Butterfly out, you know. So I'd like to say a special namaste to all my customers. You know, all right. And oh, speaking of customers, I have a new product that I haven't put on the website yet. It's my new CBD gummies. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see if I can put it. It's my new CBD gummies. Now this is the sugar coated ones. I don't really like how the sugar coated ones are just because they're not gummies anymore. They become like candies. You know what I'm saying? Still effective, but they're like candies. So my next batch will just be the non-sugar coated version, and these are 15 milligrams a piece and they are very effective. You know, two of them puts me out. But I still have a plethora of other amazing products that you can purchase right now, available on my website. Again, at www.hempbutterfly.com. Okay, and I'm introducing here. I will be having a new channel soon that I will be introducing, but you have to stay tuned and stay locked in to get that information. Okay. All right. So let's get freaking to it. Okay. Let's get ready to it. Now, as you see the title of my video, it's like, are these children of the corn? Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Children of the Corn, right? It's this scary movie from way back in the day that basically this town, it's like the children have taken over. The children have taken over, and they have killed the adults, and it's like this one child who he never grows up, basically. So he's kind of, you want to say he's like the little devil or whatever. And these children are evil, they killers, everything that you can think of, So like when I think of the story that I came across that prompted me to do this video, focusing in on these children, these killer children, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, it's hard because of some, of what's going on with these children. And what I mean by that is like, this whole thing coming out, beginning, I suppose, with Balenciaga, I guess they're the ones that have to fall on the first sword because really they're all involved, all of those big uh companies, they're all involved, but with that being said, that's a separate video that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to that video because it's much worse than pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? It's much worse. I see that the videos that they're showing is like it's leaning toward what they're doing, but it's not really like illuminating on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just another layer of what's going on with these children, you know. So according to the story, a 10-year-old boy shot and killed his mother because she would not allow him to purchase one of those virtual reality goggles, the Oculus. So initially, when the police were called, the authorities were called or whatever, and the family members had came to got claimed the boy or whatever. He's claimed it was an accident. It was an accident. But then upon further prodding, like the aunt wanted to really like understand how it was an accident, I suppose. He admitted that he purposely pointed the gun at his mom, his protector, his provider, you know, his creator, and shot her in the head because she didn't want to get him a freaking an Oculus. Those metaverse glasses. Now, if you don't know what those are, it's these goggles that you could be in like a virtual reality world. Like, you could play different characters or whatever, and this then almost like Total Recall in the little goggles. If anybody's ever seen Total Recall, they go to the premise. Basically, they is this business. They all provide a service where they can implant you with any kind of experience that you'd like to, have. So I suppose that these glasses are the same thing, you know. So as usual, it got me to thinking about other things, like these and I want to start it like I want maybe like with video games, right? Because like back in the days, kids used to go to the arcade because there wasn't no systems that you could have in your house or whatever, like hogging up the TV all day because a lot of families they share the TV. So that was number one. And I remember, right, like at these games, at these arcade games, it's like if you wanted to play the game, you had to put a quarter in there. Okay, you had to put a quarter in the game. And it's like if you got the high, it would be on all of these games, it would be like this high score, right? And it would be like they would let you put 3 letters as your name, as your, as your call, your call tag, right? So naturally, the thing the kids wanted to do was beat the high score so that they could have their name on the top of the list. Okay, it'll be a list about, I want to say about 10 to 15 people. You could, you know what I'm saying, you'll be on the list. You know what I'm saying? But most of the kids, myself included, would try to get the high score. When I think of the hours that we spent like staring at that screen and just like locked into the screen. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean, just trying to beat the high score, just focus, all of our focus, our physical focus, our mental focus, our emotional focus is all working together to one goal, just to fucking beat this game. To get our name on the top level. Whether it be Pac-Man, Millipede, Donkey Kong, whatever it was back in those days, you was trying to get the high score. And I remember like kids would spend so much money and so many hours, okay, just trying to get the high score. And I didn't, I mean, and then till like then the game system came out. And that was it. That was like almost the end of kids playing outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like their mind was just in the game. Now, fast forward to when I used to play video games, right? Because I got a game system. I got a uh what is it, a 360, Nintendo 360. My husband got the PlayStation, because he still be with the shits, with the playing in the game, because I was thinking the other day, I was like, these games are really, I don't think they're really good for children. I think they're better for adults. And what I mean by that is because for the kids, it's like they be playing it so long, right? And when I'm saying hours, they'll wake up in the morning and that is all they'll forget to eat. They be playing this shit for hours. Okay. It's like they spend most of their time in the virtual world, so it's like it's hard for them to recalibrate their brain to focus on reality, because even when you're not on the game is on you. Okay. And what I mean by that is when I used to play the game, right? I remember when I first started playing the Nintendo 64 and I would play the Resident Evil. That was my fucking jam. I would play all of them and I couldn't wait for the next one to come out, right? We used to turn it over. We would play for hours. So we turn the shit over, right? So I'm playing this shit, playing this shit, playing this shit. And what I would notice is when I would go to sleep, some of the images from the game would be in my dreams and shit. And I would be hearing some of the sound effects from the game and shit, you know. And then, like, when I wake up, it's like I'll be doing stuff, but in my mind, I'll be like, I want to get back to the game so that I could pass to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So I could get to the next level, so I could beat the game. I could, you know what I'm saying? So I'm off the game, but the shit is still on me, you know. So I'm like, fuck. But that's something that I took note of. But like in certain times, it's like people gotta be ready to hear shit like that, or because like they wasn't people ain't really interested in shit like that. I just at least at that time I didn't feel like it. I just felt like that was something that I should take notice of and just put it in the Rolodex, right? Even at my age now, I was playing this game. I can't remember what it was. Playing this game. And I was playing this shit all day. Okay. All day. And I got to this point where I just couldn't pass it. I couldn't pass the shit, and I just keep playing it or playing the same scene over and over and over and over. When I got off that fucking game, it's like I couldn't. It was hard to get the sounds and the scenes and shit out of my head, out of my, you know what I'm saying, out of out of my head. I just could. I would still be hearing the shit. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So which brings me to something I heard when I didn't hear it, something I read while I was researching, right? is that when you log onto the internet, it's not really like, okay, you think you're logging on while just you pressing a code, or you you put your password in. You think that is the way that you're logging on to your device, right? However, I've come across some information that would explain why, if you're thinking of getting some new luggage and you want to look up the best price, as soon as you lift your phone up and press the Google bar, and you know what I'm saying, luggage is in that shit. you know, and you haven't searched for luggage. You haven't, you only thought about wanting to search for luggage. So what I learned is that when you log onto these devices like the internet and the web and this, that, and the other, uh, it is actually linking to your brain waves. Okay. I know that may be hard for people to believe and hard for people to conceive, but it just takes me back to when I was talking about the MK Ultra. That's their greatest weapon because people think this shit is too far fetched for them to do. You know, I mean, just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that it won't affect you. You know what I'm saying? That it can't harm you just because you don't believe in it. It's worse because then you don't know how to protect yourself from it. And you don't even know what's happening to you. You may think it's you. You know what I'm saying? And it's something else outside of you because you're being influenced. You know what I'm saying? Because if this device can link to your brain waves, delta waves, whatever, because that's what kind of waves they are. There's some other waves as well. I have to do a little bit more research or whatever on that. But I do understand the concept, that these devices are connecting to your brainwaves. So what I'm getting at is that, when these children sit up there for hours and they playing this fucking game, because my cousin, he used to play, what was the game at that time? It's not uh it's not Grand Theft Auto, even though it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. There's another one that came out with it, crime something. True crime, right? you know Sometimes we used to be acting some of that shit out when he wasn't on the game. You know what I'm saying? We be laughing and shit, when he be trying to act out some of the shit. Same thing with the fucking wrestling. You watch that shit, this, that, and the other, and it's like next thing you know, when that shit goes off, it still be on them. It still be on them. Like that's so weird. It's so weird. But I've come to the conclusion that these children's brain is being like influenced by these games for real. Like this shit. At first, I was like, nah. I play games. I play the shooting games and shit. In fact, those are my favorite. The ones where you could, level up, change guns and shit like that. Have a second player. Play against other people. I like those games. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit you could do in the game, you cannot do that shit in real life. And I be knowing that. Listen, so much till so like the game I was playing, I can't remember the name of it. But it's like if you do bad shit in the game, like you kill people, you lose points, like you get a bad reputation type shit, right? So I was trying not to get a bad reputation. And my husband was like, it's only a game. Like you could I didn't want to get a bad reputation in the game. Then I started doing bad shit, but it was uncomfortable. It still was uncomfortable. I'm like, oh man, now I got a bad reputation. Nobody's gonna help me in the game. You know what I'm saying? They gonna look at me as an enemy or whatsoever. And that's what happened. So I had to continue to steal shit and creep around and this, that, and the third. But before, when I was on the good foot, I could barter with people. I could make deals to help me to further myself in the game or whatsoever. You know, but like with these games like Grand Theft Auto and shit, and it's a bunch of killing and uh, robbing. You could have prostitutes and shit like that. Ain't no fucking way that's for kids. It's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know, the I feel like this shit is affecting these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like from when they're young and they keep being on this game so fucking long and it's linking to their consciousness, and influencing them. You know what I'm saying? More than you can influence them. Even TV shows influencing them because we already know that they are putting these dark symbols in these movies. You know what I'm saying? These movies and these cartoons, like uh and they cover this shit so well. Like, what's that movie? Home, I think, with the little boobs or some shit. I had watched that cartoon a long time ago with my granddaughter and shit. And we just loved the little part where he be asking, "Can I come inside the out now?" Just like real silly shit. It was just so cute, and they so cute, and the fucking they got the little kid, and just all the good songs and shit, like, but all of these fucking symbols in there, all these pedo symbols, you know what I'm saying? Like all over in the cartoons just coming out. And whether people want to understand it or not, symbols really matter. Like if you pay attention to a lot of these celebrities, even like the doctors that be coming on TV doing the supposedly public health announcement, they always be making these fucking gestures with their hands and shit like that. And like I was saying in the other video, once you see it, once you know what the fuck you looking at, you can't unsee it. It gets me so fucking annoyed because I'm like, yo, they're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. If it's not throwing up symbols, they always throw up symbols. I can't even say if it's not throwing up symbols. They always throwing up symbols, or they got some weird kind of fucking pictures in the background that you're not really paying attention to. But believe you me, these shits are affecting you. You know what I'm saying? They're like subliminal messages. Okay? You're looking at one thing on the surface, but there's another thing going on behind the scenes, right in front of your fucking face. And I think that is what's happening with these children. Okay, because this shit is not normal. All right, for a child to kill their mother, okay, their protector, the one who nurtures them, and usually a boy, especially a boy child, don't kill their mother. It's just crazy. It's like they're doing something to the children. You know what I'm saying? Even through the frequency, and not for nothing. Even regular TV nowadays, it's like when they be doing shit on the TV, sometimes it's like, I don't know, I be noticing my hands moving, or I be flinching or something like, and I'll be like, what the fuck you flinching for? You ain't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be almost like involuntary. And I'm like, what is these motherfuckers? Then I just get my fucking Palo Santo and I fucking light this shit. And like, and then I know it's time to put fucking salt all over around the TV. So like they juju could stay the fuck in that box. I'm like, oh my God, these are dark and perilous times we living in. Like, what the fuck? It's a mess. It's a fucking mess. I mean, like it's these children are the fucking corn. It's like, uh I heard a saying in my head, and I know it comes from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Teach the kids in the way that they are supposed to go, and they will not depart from it. And I really have to think about it. It's like, okay, with all of this stuff we learning and shit like the Satanism or whatsoever, it's like, or just like leaving your kids unprotected from these Satanists, it's like you're opening yourself up. and you don't even know what the fuck your kids is learning. You don't know what your kids is learning because you don't even know what they looking at. You understand? You don't even know what they, because I'm like, I sat there with my granddaughter. We watch the shit, we laugh, we enjoy it, So it's like they get loose on so many levels, They get loose on so many levels. Just the trickery, because knowing that they have tricked us, you know what I'm saying, and beguiled us. It's like they love it. It's a nectar to them. It's a nectar. And I feel like, all of these little shit, like these little cartoon characters, and like when they brought the Teletubbies and shit, and then they want to reveal that one of them was gay and shit. What the fuck a child know about being gay? Then they're coming up with it, just like everything that they have created. It has just been to, manipulate and lead the children astray. It's like, yo, it's like these kids is fucking like Lord of the Flies or some shit. You know, they have gone so much to material shit that it's like they almost have lost their soul to begin with. So it's like when they get to the place where they sell their soul, it's like they don't feel like their soul is worth nothing. And I'm like, that is a big problem. We need to do something about it. Okay. We need to do something about it because this is unnatural. This is unnatural. Okay. And it is happening, and it's starting from their young. From their young is what's happening. We cannot allow the TV and these celebrities to be raising our children. The video games, we can't. Okay, they have to learn, there is consequences for their actions as well. Like if your kid is doing bad shit and you just keep on sweeping it under the rug for them or whatever, you're not helping them and you're not helping yourself. Okay, if the child is showing bad behavior or antisocial behavior, you need to deal with it. Okay, deal with it, not push them off to somebody else with medication or whatsoever. No, you have to deal with it. Okay, it is because there has to be some kind of source of the problem, and you need to deal with it. You cannot, if they're showing bad behavior, like being on the internet and doing these video games and shit, is the last motherfucking thing they need. It's the last thing. They need to read a book. Okay? They need to read a book, because at least you read the book first, they could read it. Or like, you guys gonna have to start putting some uh child locks on these kids' phone. You know what I'm saying? So that they can't lock it. They can't have their own password to be talking to like all kind of pedophiles, because I'm telling you, these people are desperate. They are desperate because their main source, their main hubs have been compromised. Okay, so they got to go real, real low with the shenanigans. So, like, any crack that they could creep through, and if that means your child's computer, your child's smartphone, like I've even seen a video where they have hacked the video, the surveillance in the house, the security, like when you have security in your home, security, these criminals have hacked the person's home security video camera so that they could watch the person's child. Okay, and they was talking to the little boy. Okay, he got scared and ran off. So like, it's not a game, this technology. And you may think it's making your life easier, but you know what I'm saying, don't be going overboard, because this shit is really, I feel it's harming our youth. You know what I'm saying? And we need them. We need them. And we should be protecting them. You know what I'm saying? Even from themselves, even from us. If you know you're doing the wrong shit to your child and leading your child astray, correct yourself. Correct yourself. Okay. And let your child know you realize, and you're ready to correct yourself, and be consistent. Be consistent. Okay. Because like, this kind of just I don't know, wild, abandoned. I don't understand. It's unnatural. You understand? And there's something happening uh that's causing these children to do that. And not just abuse in the house, you know, not just that, but you know, all kinds of things, all kinds of levels of assault are happening to our kids, you know, where if it's like things that's happening inside the home, things that's happening in school, you know, because I was thinking the other day, you know, most of our life is like we're forced to deal with people we may not necessarily get along with, or that may not necessarily be a healthy energy for us. We are like forced to stay into that energy. And what I mean by that is like you may have a school, you may go to school and this school has been like deemed one of the worst schools or whatever, but because you live in the neighborhood, you have to go to the school every day and there's like this school bully and you know, I mean just like it's a whole dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And like you have to live in fear and just be in stress. And you know, it's either going to be flight or fight. You know what I'm saying? And if you've been taking the flight road, I mean, it's going to happen but so long until someone turns around and fights. And you know what? Usually people that are innocent get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because the anger is displaced. You know, I'm just like, oh man. So I guess what I want to say is like, y'all be careful with that virtual reality goggles nonsense because I also saw another video that was stating that the maker of the goggles he wanted the goggles to be realistic or whatsoever. So like if you die in the game, um is like some kind of surge that goes to your brain, you know what I'm saying, that kind of, you know what I'm saying, makes you have a kind of like of a real life death, you know. And once you start the game, you can't end the game because like the visor is designed to clamp on to your head. It's like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is really going on? And then I think of a video with Tiffany Haddish crying supposedly because Carmen broke her fucking Oculus. And she really liked being in the virtual world and yada yada. I'm like, you know, these people are always already talking about we live in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? And like you want to escape from reality. So no, you gotta face your reality and make it better because the only one that can make it better is you. You the only one that knows what you need to make it better. Okay. And like parents, you know, like just giving your kids these fucking games just so they can get the fuck out your face, that's not really the move because like it's really turning against you. Like, okay, you raise your kids, you give them all the name brand shit, all the shit that they have not earned, okay? So now they feel a sense of entitlement because you have not taught them that you have to earn shit in life, okay? Even respect, you gotta earn that. It's not just automatic. You gotta earn this type of shit. It's not automatic, okay? So like when they come to the point where, or when you come to the point where you can't provide all of the shit that you've been giving them that they have not earned, okay, and don't understand the effort that you have to put in to give it to them, when you have to say no, they're gonna blow your fucking brains out or kill you or stop you to death. Whatever means they could come up with that the game done showed them that they could get away with. You know what I'm saying? Because they just get another life or something or get some cheat codes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Until they really get some punishment. And then by then it's too late. It's too late. You know. So I'm just like imploring, we gotta do better. We gotta do better because like whether you realize it or not, you under attack. All of this iPhone this and this motherfucking Alexa that and you know what I'm saying? Oh, she's a secretary, this, that. She listening on your fucking calls. She's listening on you. Okay. And if you got one of those meta goggles or this type of shit, or yeah, it's linking to your brainwaves. Even this phone that I'm doing my live on, okay, it's linking to my brainwaves. You know what I'm saying? It's linking to my brainwaves. So people just beware. Like, this technology is all not what the fuck is cracked up to be. It's not everything. It's not all what it seems. It seems to be for entertainment, for communication, this, that, and the other, or whatever. It seems to be for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like there is a sinister, there's something sinister going on. And we just need to be more aware, especially I mean, at the very least, start looking at what they watch. Start looking at what they watch. Act like you interested and start watching what the fuck they watch. Because let me tell you, just saying that, right? When I first saw Family Guy, I was like, y'all can, I mean, because mind you, it's a cartoon. So, like, if you walking through the room and you see a cartoon on TV, you like, okay, all right. You just going to keep it pushing. You ain't going to really pay much attention. Okay? At least that's for me, because I grew up watching cartoons all the time, and not even those cartoons, I realized there was some sinister shit in there. Like, because some of the Disney cartoons, like, there's this one cartoon where the reel is going by real fast and you got some ladies in the window. Her titties is out. I didn't even fucking know that until it was slowed down. I was watching some other video and they able to slow down. I wish I could do those little effects and shit, and show y'all stuff. I gotta just work with what I got. You know what I'm saying? And I got my descriptive memory. I hope that's enough for you guys. And and if you want to be, more informed on some of the things that I'm saying, then you can look them up, because this one happened pretty recently. A 10-year-old boy shot and killed his mom because she wouldn't let him purchase a goddamn meta goggles. And like I was saying about the cartoons, right? Okay, so the first time I seen Family Guy, I'm like, wait a minute, the baby is hitting on the dog. The baby is gay. Like, it's obvious. The baby's gay. Yeah, the dog is hitting on the mom. It's just like all very sexual. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? No, y'all can't watch this shit. My daughter was like, oh, please, mom. We've seen mostly all the seasons already. So, I'm guilty of what the fuck I'm telling y'all not to do. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this shit is terrible. You know what I'm saying? And the more episodes I watched, the more I was like, this is not for no fucking kids. This is not for kids. This is for adults. This is almost like the fucking Fritz the Cat porno cartoons back in the days. Like, this shit is not for kids. So my point is, like, really watch what the fuck your kids is consuming, because they are after your children. You know what I'm saying? They are after your children and they are manipulating your children. And when, they spend so much time on that shit, it's hard for you to get through to them. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, you don't have to control a person's physical body. All you have to do is control their mind. You understand? And the rest will follow. So whatever their fucking mind is on, that is what they're going to be physically following. And what are they playing on the game all day? Shooting, killing, having sex with prostitutes and shit on the game. On the game that they playing for hours. They even be cursing each other out in real time, because like on that the headset shit, sometimes I get mad. when I be hearing my husband playing the game. Because it be other grown men. There's this kid. I recognize his voice like he's a kid. I know he's a kid. Okay. But because he plays the game a lot, I suppose he's very good at it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, adult men are playing the game as well. It's like my husband's playing, they're all like in this chat type of shit, where they can join each other team and all of this type of shit here. If you've ever played Grand Theft Auto 5, you know what I'm saying. So when the little boy, when you could tell he's a little boy or a child. Okay, I don't even know if he's a boy. He's a child. Okay. When he gets the better of some of the players, yo, they be cursing him out, telling him suck they whatsoever. And I just be like, yo, I be saying to myself, do they realize that he's a fucking kid? I get so angry with that shit. Like, you know, I'm like, they should, the creators of this shit should not allow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be cursing out children and inviting them to your private parts and this, that, and the other. And that just goes to show, like, these people be in the game rooms with your children. Okay? So you needs to be watching what the fuck is going on, because it only takes a moment for them to get to your child. And look here. All the stories don't be having happy endings. And that's all I'm saying. Like, especially like with this, with this person shooting their parent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just getting the feeling like these kids is just like they're so gone so far away from this spirit. They just at the surface, and it's really, really sad, but it's dangerous. And I implore you guys to try to put a stop to the shit now. You know what I'm saying? Put a stop to the shit now. Start disciplining these kids. And I don't mean like putting some more moral, checking their moral compass. You know what I'm saying? Spending more time with them. You know what I'm saying? Letting them be your goal instead of like going out and pop, lock, and dropping. I like to pop, lock, and drop too, but at the same time, you have to know where your kid head is at, because it's dangerous. They're dangerous, okay? And speaking from one who tried to be more like I try to be more my child friend when she got older. You know what I'm saying? So we could have a good relationship. Like, even though she got pregnant early when she was 16, I try to be her friend. And, I made mistakes or whatever, but like, I tried. I did my best. You know what I'm saying? I did my best. I was a single parent, But I surely let her know, no, you ain't gonna be out there hurting no fucking body. You ain't gonna be doing this. You ain't gonna be doing that. Like, me and her will have a problem. And she knows that. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna just do what the fuck you want out here, because you represent yourself, you represent your family. But then I realized, it comes to a point where, listen, an individual, they got to wear the brunt of all of their choices, and it can't be the parents' fault no more. It's a point to where, listen, I raised you as well as I could. You're making your own choices now. So that's what that is. I gotta take a drink, y'all. You see me starting to heat up around here. This stuff is good. I ain't sweetening or nothing like that, but it's so refreshing. I guess it's because of the lime, and I've been sweating or whatever, but I ain't lying. When I wake up, my skin be glowing, baby. So I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. What else did I want to say about these killer kids, these Lord of the Flies? Cause Lord of the Flies is like, they was good kids, right? But like, without no guidance, they digressed into like their animalistic instincts. You know what I'm saying? And I suppose all of us could digress without the proper guidance. You know what I'm saying? But shit, when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? Or risk losing your life or your child losing theirs because, this shit is really, you know, uh, it's not a game. The first time I realized that children could be dangerous. Mind you, I was a child myself. I watched this movie. I can't remember what it is. It was the eclipse, some of the eclipse or something. But it was a movie. There was three kids born on the eclipse, right? A lunar eclipse, and these kids basically had an absence of good. You know what I'm saying? They had an absence of fucking good, so they would just do shit just to see what would happen. You know what I'm saying? They killed their sister. They locked their friend in the fucking uh refrigerator at the dump site. You know what I'm saying? They was killing people. Kids, children. So it's like I don't know why that came up. Maybe sometimes it's nurture versus nature. Maybe sometimes it's both. But like whether or not it's either one, you got a responsibility as a parent to get a handle on that. You know what I'm saying? Because like it is a freaking tragedy now. Because like this aunt that has the child, I doubt she wants to keep this little boy in her house. I doubt that very much. You know what I'm saying? And in addition to that, like these kids that, from these families, that have gone through all of this trauma, they've been raised, in sex, rape, assault. It's like, okay, you don't want them to play with your kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like even if you notice a kid that is kind of bad, but you wanna, but they friends with your kid, you kind of really don't want them playing together, but you know what I'm saying? You don't really enforce it. Maybe your child doesn't have many friends or whatsoever. Like if you have a gut feeling about that friend, just go with your gut. You know what I'm saying? Go with your gut. Like y'all, they just cannot play no more. Okay, they cannot play no more because it is really, really serious. It's really serious. These it's dangerous times, and I just want people to be careful. Be careful because I just feel like it's a little bit more than just, kids getting out of control or just doing something bad. I feel like there's a heavy influence on them in these musics and these videos, especially like the way they're going heavy on the demonic symbolism in the videos, the hard rock dudes wearing skirts and, blood dripping and yada yada. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. I'm feeling like the kids need to stay the fuck away from the TV for a while. If you got a child or got like a smartphone or whatsoever, like, unless they going out while they in the house, whatever, they need to be reading the book and shit. You know what I'm saying? They need to be reading the book. If you want to talk to your friends, wait till you see your friends and y'all can talk to them because like it just needs to level down on all of the social media. It's like it's too much of a bulk of their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they doing unrealistic shit. Okay, if that makes sense. I don't look. It had to be said. All right. Now I'm gonna just pull a few cards just to see what advice Spirit has for this. Okay. I got one card. All right. Just any more. What advice do you have for us regarding these children? Okay, what is going on with these children? Please, Spirit, because like it is cray cray. What advice do you got regarding these babies? Because I don't know. I don't know. Okay, only one card wanted to come out. All right. Y'all see that? Setting your course. Y'all see that? I just want y'all to get a good look at the card. Okay. So this is our advice for setting your course. Okay, so what is next? About safety. Okay, I mean, I feel like what this card is saying is basically, to set your course, at the and what the card means by that is, imagine what you want to where you want to be in the future, you know what I'm saying, what you want for your family, you know what I'm saying, and set those guidelines for your family, how you want your family to be showing up in the future. Why is this fly keep bothering me? What am I not saying? Like, anyway, set your course for the future. You see, he's looking to the future because the future is protected. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the back, we didn't know what to do with these kids. You know what I'm saying? We were just looking for direction. A lot of parents is looking for direction. You know what I'm saying? But the point is like I don't know where you want to go. You don't know where I want to go. You understand what I'm saying? It's up to you to set how you want your family to run. You know what I'm saying? You set the limits, the boundaries, the course for your family. You don't let the freaking the cart go before the horse. You know what I'm saying? You're the one with the reins. You know what I'm saying? You are the one steering the ship. So it is your responsibility to get the ship back on track. You know what I'm saying? Because it will be clear skies ahead. You know what I'm saying? The future is protected. The future is protected, but you must set your course. You must set your course, set your boundaries. Okay, you have to, because like, where do you really want to go? How do you want your family to be showing up in this world? You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. You know the way. Only you know what's right for your family, and you need to set that course. All right, and be a leader. Be a leader for the family. Okay. Don't let other things be influencing and driving your family. You set the course for your family, because what's going on out here, everything is all over the place. Okay, everything is all over the place. So it's like we need to be heading into new territory, doing things a different way. Okay, what things do you what things need to be straightened out? What things need to be left behind? Because everything cannot go into the new destination. You know what I'm saying? It has to be free and clear. All right. And you have to use your intuition. You need to use your intuition and set your course, because only you know what's right for you. Okay. In your heart, you know what's right for you. Okay. So if you know you in a situation where, uh like the child cutting up or whatsoever, you want to find alternatives. It's gonna have to like be like a come to agreement moment. Like, look, this is gonna be the time where you put your foot down. You know what I'm saying? Set your course from this moment. Like, no more coming in late, no more leaving your room dirty, no more back talk. Like, this is my house. If you don't like it, you get out there in the hard, cold, cruel world and make your own way. You know what I'm saying? Because this is about protecting, the home, protecting the foundation, because it's like it's things are uncertain now. You know what I'm saying? And these uncertain times, it's really important to know where the fuck you want to be trying to go. You know what I'm saying? And what is going to be in your new life. Because the shit in the old life, we got to figure out what's working for us and what's not working anymore. You know what I'm saying? And just look at whole new territory. You know what I'm saying? Because like we have done all that we can do in the past. All right, to make the situation better. It's time to look towards the future, which is protected. It is protected. Okay. And you can set your course because you got a clear eye view. He could see this guy with this scope. He can see pretty far. You know, he can see pretty far, so he can see exactly where he wants to go. And I suggest, a lot of people start thinking, exactly where they want to go in their life, because there is a sea of possibilities. You know what I'm saying? You just have to think about it rationally. And, it has to be, uh, what's that word? What's the word I'm looking for? It'll come back to me. If it's meant to be said, it'll come back to me. But you get the point. It's time to set your course, for what you want your life to look, how you want your life to look. You got to set your course. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see far ahead. You can't look back no more. It's time to leave those things behind that are not working for you. Okay. It's open up yourself to a new possibility because, like, you can see there's many possibilities up before you. So just choose one. Choose one. Take action. Okay. Take action. Be courageous. Okay. Because you are the orchestrator of your own success and your own demise. All right. So you got to get a hold of your household with these children, especially because it's time to take action. You know what I'm saying? And set your course for something new, something more healthy, because what's going on with these electronics and these children, something is just not right. Okay. And I want you guys to really, really look to the future on how you're going to make some changes. Okay. And also look to the future. And if you keep on going in the vein that you're going, like, it's just going to hold you back. It's going to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? With this, you got the wind in your cells. You have all of the energy. You have everything that you need, okay, to move forward. All right. So I hope these messages has helped someone. Okay. Because it's really concerning. Okay. Yeah, some more flip out. Got another boat. We got some more traveling over water. Okay. So let me see what we got here. We got seven of roses, the journey. Okay, seven of roses. You see all of those ships in the bay. Some are heading out, some are heading in, some are waiting their turn to leave. Okay. Two a scroll, two worlds. Okay, two worlds. Which one you gonna be in? You gonna stay in the old world or you gonna be heading to the new world? Again, Hawk of the Covenant shows up again. Destiny on mission. Yeah, and using your intuition. Using your intuition. And it's a powerful time for intuition right now. You're gonna have to be using it, because people are using I don't know why God people using a lot of magic. It's a lot of dark magic being used, a lot of manipulation. So really, you just have to set your course, baby, because this is the time where everything is clearly seen. All right. So, gather up. Gather up, baby, because it's time. It's time to move out of that energy and into some new energy. All right. More cards from I don't know what that is. More boats. Somebody gonna be traveling over water or something. Some traveling over water. Got the King of Forces to our guy. The Lookout. See, even this person, he looking to the past. He looking to the past. King of Forces. Okay, got a lot of forceful energy here, fire energy. Okay, we got some travel on track, and the Buddha prepares. Okay, so he's like waiting for enlightenment. All right, he's waiting. He's not. I mean, he knows he has something to do. He knows people are waiting on him to speak. You know, to hear his prophetic word, but he's waiting. He's waiting till he feels the enlightenment. Okay, the enlightenment. You see that? It's almost like the hangman just waiting. Okay, waiting to travel, I suppose. We got the on track card. Another travel card, King of Forces. Travel, fire, energy. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia almost. King of Forces. So this is the King of Wands. This would be the King of Wands. You know what I'm saying? See a man with a lot of energy. A lot of energy. And we end again with this. The Lookout. Okay. So I like it's like gonna be a lot of this Lookout card just reminds me of the Tower card, with just all of this chaos going around. But again, this guy, he's looking out. He's looking out because again, he can see farther than his situation. You know what I'm saying? They could see farther than everything that's going around them. They could see, a way out. All right. So like because this place is burning down. So they can't stay here no more. They got to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking for a safe place to be, out of all of this fray and everything that's going on here. So. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Just that. Okay, I guess I will leave it there. In case anything wanna, fly out. No, that is way too many. It's way too many, Spirit, but I will take the. Oh my goodness, it's a lot. It's way too. Okay, we got the Six of Forces. Six of Roses. Five of Forces. And we got Up in the Air. Okay. So Up in the Air, we got two people waiting. We got a man and a woman in a valley watching a balloon in the sky up in the air. What this tells me is like there's a lot of things going on that we're not aware of, behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We just have to wait and be patient. Just basically reiterating what the Buddha Awaits card is telling me that, there's going to be a transformation. So we just have to wait. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we just don't know. And we just have to be patient. You know what I'm saying? This is about being, basically patient, Things are in bloom. Five of forces. Things are in bloom. Okay. See, we got the summer on top and the winter on bottom. Things are in bloom. So we just have to wait because it's gonna be conflict. It's gonna be conflict. As I said before, people are gonna be choosing sides in relationships. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things are be coming to the surface. Especially about these children, that is gonna affect a lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? And even though we try to integrate, you know what I'm saying, and instead of like dealing with it and wanting to be an individual, we try to integrate and we try to take sides. But really, we need to maintain balance. We need to maintain balance and uh go back to basics. You know what I'm saying? Because that is where uh the healing is gonna be, you know. And now we got the four forces. Again, things are in bloom. A lot of activity in the summertime. Things are in bloom. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a lot of things that we're going to be discovering, especially regarding these children, and it is going to be causing a lot of conflict. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I don't know if people not going to believe this, well, and it's going to actually get physical. It's going to get physical. So, like, I don't know. So what are we supposed to do with that? What are we supposed to do with that? Be patient. Be patient. Keep yourself safe. Set your course. As far as like where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like the neighborhood that you live in at is going to hell, start setting your course, looking for somewhere else to be. If the relationship you in is not working out, set your course. What are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna stay and fix it? Can it be salvaged? You know what I'm saying? Can a relationship come back to balance? Let me see. Pop that again. Okay. See, yeah. Yeah. The four forces again. And I said coming to balance. We got the six of keys. Okay, working hard day and night, honey. Come to this enlightenment. Come to this enlightenment, this transformation. You know what I'm saying? See that number 13 up there? This is going to be coming into a new state of being. So I guess we're just waiting because things is happening. We have come through a portal. We have come through a portal. Okay. And we've been working real hard at it, even by the night of day. I'm sorry, by the light of night. We've been working real hard at it, trying to reinvent ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Especially doing a lot of shadow work, so we're gonna be transformed to a new state of being, everybody, the whole world. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta set your course, like what you trying to do? Is you trying to burn with the rest or like come with the best? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it there, okay? I'm going to leave it there. And I wanna I'm so proud of myself. I pushed through because baby, I wanted to take a nap. My little green juice. You guys should try some juicing. It's really good. It makes your body feel good inside. You know what I'm saying? It's like throwing water on your body, but in your body. If that makes sense. It just feels really good going down, and I notice my skin is real glowy around here. Okay, all right. Stop playing. That is quite a bit enough of that. I want to thank you for being here when you can be anywhere else. The butterfly loves you. Namaste.